New at 4, President Biden's decision to grant clemency to nearly 1,500 people is the largest act of clemency by any president. It's being met with anger and frustration, though, in Dixon, Illinois.
That's because Rita Crunwell's name is on the list. She pled guilty to stealing $54 million from taxpayers in the largest municipal heist in U.S. history.
We're not taking any questions.
Do you have anything you want to say to the people of Dixon?
Rita Crunwell was a humble public servant by day, but lived large in almost every other part of her life. A 20-year fraud on her hometown of Dixon, Illinois, that totaled $54 million.
Don't you think you owe the people of Dixon an apology, Rita?
Now, another gut punch for the people of Dixon. Crunwell's name is on a list of 1,500 people granted clemency, meaning her punishment is over.
We're just shocked, outraged. As a community, we feel betrayed by the justice system, by the president.
Danny Langloss was Dixon's police chief when Crunwell's crime was exposed.
She pled guilty to a very serious crime, got near the maximum, and served 8 years. What message does that send to the victims, to our community, and to people across the country who think about doing something like this?
Crunwell was a world-class horseman with a stable and possessions worthy of a queen. She left the impression she served as Dixon's comptroller to give back. The charade crumbled in 2012. Then, in 2020, at the height of the pandemic, WGN Investigates obtained this handwritten letter to the judge begging to be released. With my deteriorating health condition and the danger of the COVID-19 pandemic, I feel like I have been given a death sentence, she wrote. The judge denied release, but the following year, the Bureau of Prisons put her on home confinement, even though she had only served less than half of her sentence. Rita's brother didn't have much interest in talking to me back then.
Sorry to bother you, I'm from WGN.
About bad luck.
Why do I have bad luck?
You're a thief.
Well, that's not very nice.
What are you doing here?
Well,
Come over here. What are you bothering me for? Get your camera off my face, you.
Is Rita staying with you? Or
Rita who? Who would you like?
your sister, who wrote in a letter to the judge that she was going to stay with you if she was released.
Do me a favor and kiss my head.
Is it your sense that she was remorseful?
It is not, actually.
Former U.S. Marshal Jason Modillo met with Crunwell in prison several times as he worked to sell her assets.
She conveyed to me more of a sense of disgust that she had been sentenced to so long. You know, she was very visibly shaken by the fact that she was serving a nearly 20-year sentence.
Crunwell has been out of jail on home monitoring since 2021. The president's grant of clemency means there's now no possibility she can be required to return to prison to finish the sentence that wasn't supposed to end until 2029.
The president is commuting the sentences of 1,500 individuals who were placed on home confinement during the COVID-19 pandemic and who have successfully reintegrated into their families and communities.
We've had a dramatic turnaround in 10 years. I was proud to be part of it, but we're not where we would have been if she hadn't been robbing us for 20 years.
Able to reach Rita Crunwell for comment on her clemency. Through the sale of her assets and proceeds from a lawsuit, Dixon taxpayers managed to recover 40 of the $54 million she stole.
And this